store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning. Happy Monday, January 17th, and happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
This is a beautiful shot from up in Leadville. First thing this morning, a great way to kick off MLK weekend, and it is absolutely gorgeous outside this morning. A little bit chilly.
It's a little bit nippy outside. Stepped outside today and wasn't ready for it because we've had such mild temperatures over the weekend. This morning was a little bit of a shocker, but a good way to wake up.
I'm one of your hosts today, Maddie Evans, alongside Kevin Shields, and we've got a really fun hour ahead of us.
A lot of things to cover. We're going to talk about road reports. We're going to talk with Claire from Vail Symposium. We're going to do Goggle of the Day. This weekend was a lot of fun. The sun was out, but yesterday, the sun and clouds and sun and clouds. So we've got a great goggle system to show you today.
And we're always excited to be bringing you that Lens of the Day report as well as your local resort report, only because Vail and Beaver Creek have both been in such great condition. And I mean, we skied on Saturday and we went exploring around McCoy Park, the newest expansion of Beaver Creek Mountain, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, even though we didn't get any snowfall over the weekend per se, it was still cold enough and they were blowing. I know they're trying to get Centennial ready in Beaver Creek. They were blowing that hard yesterday. But
Yes.
Some new terrain opening up, so get out there and explore.
Yeah, we're excited to see the numbers on exactly how much terrain is open in both Vail and Beaver Creek. And then, yes, of course, we'll be talking to Claire Noble from the Vail Symposium just because they've got so many more great events coming up.
Yeah, coming up tomorrow is one that I'm very interested in, so we'll talk to her more about that.
We've got a very fun show. We're going to be making some jokes. Kevin's been making jokes all morning at my expense, which is my favorite.
Just because I love you. Just because I love you. And lots of things still going on around the Valley. I know we're making it through the holiday weekend. Today is the holiday itself. So we'll talk about the traffic, probably going on that I-70 corridor where it's going. But a lot of neat activities happening still in the Valley. I know the Valar Center has some things going on. They've got some really, really neat programming coming up. Dance Theater of Harlem tomorrow, 7 p.m.
I know that's going to be such a great show.
And if you're a fan of Simon and Garfunkel, that's coming up on Friday at 7:30. Not Garfinkel, Garfunkel.
Garfunkel.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, Garfinkel's is over in Vail. It's a little eatery.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've learned something new every
Simon
day.
and Garfunkel is a band.
Got it.
Group.
Noted.
Pair.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a really good show of Good Morning Vail ahead of you for this Monday morning edition. MLK weekend kicking off and now coming to a close. But today is Martin Luther King Day, and we're very excited to be celebrating it with you. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast. So stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans, and TVA is back and better than ever. Find your longtime favorite Good Morning Vail and fall in love with some exciting new shows such as The Scoreboard, Scoreboard Nation, Colorful Cooking, and so much more. You can stream us live on tvavail.com, and you can always find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Aches and pains from skiing? Trouble sleeping? Hi, I'm Eric, founder of Amari. We provide effective, fast-acting, great-tasting, plant-based products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize your fun on vacation by reducing inflammation, improving joint comfort and health, and supporting sleep. We come in single-serving packets that you just mix with water, or we've got great recipes for recovery cocktails, breakfast smoothies, bedtime teas, and mocktails, as well as recovery tips on our website. You can find us at local retailers in the Vail Valley.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
This is a live shot of the covered bridge over in Vail first thing this morning, and you can tell that it's absolutely gorgeous. If you're getting out there and you are enjoying any of those lights taking place, you can still see that they're blowing some snow up on the mountain, which is really nice because they're just opening more and more terrain. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up pretty progressively throughout the course of today. First thing this morning, though, if you're outside right now, it's pretty brisk. Make sure that you're bundled up. 14 degrees around 8 a.m. and then a high of 37. Sunny to partly cloudy throughout the course of today and then a slight wind chill, so that's going to make it definitely feel a little bit cooler than it is. But if you are getting out there, just make sure that you put your sunscreen on. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that we will see that cloud coverage roll in kind of slightly starting around 12 p.m., but then really taking place later into this evening. That's when we'll see those temperatures warm up, that high taking place between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, and then temperatures cooling down later tonight. As we take a look at Vail overnight, a low of 14 degrees, so nice and chilly, but definitely increasing clouds overnight tonight. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver are definitely warmer, 60 degrees, sunshine down there, 37 in Vail, 39 in Avon, and then 39 in Eagle. And you can see that that cloud coverage is all across the state of Colorado. So if you are getting on those roadways, maybe you're headed home, just be ready for that traffic that does take place on that I-70 corridor headed down towards Denver. And then, of course, be cautious of that sun glare, and Kevin will give you some more information about that in just a little bit. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting some more sunshine coming our way, but then later we are expecting maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, some more snow showers. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, partly cloudy on Wednesday, mostly sunny on Thursday, snow showers on Friday, and then partly cloudy again on Saturday. So just a nice mix that we're going to be having. So it's definitely important that you have the right goggle lens. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for premium jewelry, that's the place to go. It's located right across from the Solaris. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, Kevin's going to tell us exactly what goggle lens you need for a day like today.
Good morning, Vail.
Feed your future. City Market is now hiring. We're fresh for everyone, and that means being there for everyone. Join our fresh team and fill your plate with perks like next day pay, flexible scheduling, tuition reimbursement, competitive wages and benefits, plus discounts on all of our brands and programs, and resources to support your health, mind, and body. Please join our team. Apply today and feed your future.
When injury knocks you down, we help you get back up. Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.
We live in one of the most active sports communities in the country, and we strive to find better ways to provide the finest medical care for our patients, from weekend warriors to World Cup skiers.
Our specialists are among the most experienced doctors in sports medicine and orthopedic surgery.
We help serve the prestigious U.S. ski team.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active. It's what we do.
the extraordinary. We're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, and today we're going to do a multiple goggle family on the show today. So I'd like to thank Eyepieces of Vail. Eyepiecesofvail.com is where you can go to see one of the 6 convenient locations around the valley and what's most convenient to do. But today we are talking Anon goggles. Now we've got the WM1, the M2, and then the Big Daddy, the M4. Now the difference in these is what we talked about before is the size. All of them have the similar technology. They got the MFI, the magnetic face mask integration. They've got the pop-out lenses with the Magnatech and the perceived vision in the lenses. So each one of these goggles comes with a backup set of lenses for either light skiing, or if the clouds come in a little bit darker, you pop in a different lens. Now, you saw from the weather report that Maddie was doing, and if you were out yesterday, you kind of saw a little bit of that weather where it was coming in, it was nice and sunny, then the clouds would roll in, and then they'd get sunny again, and then the clouds rolled in later in the day. With this goggle family, depending on the size that you want, you can easily change out the lenses like this. You're out, it's nice and sunny, you've got your bright lens in, you pop it out when the clouds come in, you take out of your jacket your other lens, and you snap it right in, and there you go. If you don't want your face mask anymore, you just take it off and you pull it away. That is the nice thing about the Anon goggle system from Eyepieces of Vail. It is a full family of goggles. You find the one that fits best with you, that fits tight up under the helmet, conforms to your face to eliminate any fogging or anything like that. And again, these lenses, they're called perceived vision. It lights up, it allows you more peripheral, both up and down and side to side, so you can see other skiers, but it also identifies the terrain and really enhances your ski pattern. So vision is precision. When you get out there, there's nothing better than Anon goggles from Eyepieces of Vail. That's eyepiecesofvail.com, 6 convenient locations around the valley. Get out there, try a pair on, and you will have a blast on the mountain. That's it. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
Located in the heart of Vail Village near the Covered Bridge, Blitz Boutique is a well-known women's boutique that offers customers a place to find unique and timeless fashion pieces. Whether you're looking for a gift to give or a gown to wear, Blitz Boutique has something for everyone to buy and love.
Hi, I'm Maya Walker. Welcome to Beaver Creek.
Maya Walker Jewels is home to beautiful gemstones that reflect a spectrum of colors. Discover your own style in contemporary, classic, fun, and fanciful designs. Create lasting memories for future generations. Or find your timeless treasure at Maya Walker Jewels, where customer service embodies dedication, passion, and care.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap's nectar hives, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe
Andrea, in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you have a long day on the slopes? Do you need something to help you recover? Oh my gosh, well, we have the thing for you. Amari is in here to give us some great information about some cocktails, and I'm here with the owner and founder, Eric. Thank you for being here, Eric.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Maddie. Thanks for having us. I'm Eric, founder of Amari. We make effective, fast-acting, plant-based products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize the fun on your vacation. Our recovery product is great for reducing inflammation and improving joint comfort and health, but we also like to have a little fun, so it makes a delicious, outstanding, functional cocktail and mocktail for après. So today I'm going to make my personal favorite, our Bourbon Ginger Recovery Cocktail. And to start, we always recommend 10th Mountain. They're fine products. So to start, you just take 2 ounces of their bourbon, put it in a cocktail shaker filled with ice. And then from there, it is 1 ounce of lemon juice and a ½ ounce of simple syrup. Super easy to make. You can find all these ingredients locally. And of course, 1 packet of Amari Recovery. Just pour it right in. Shake well. We like to say we're better shaken, not stirred.
We love it shaken, not stirred here at TVA anyway, so this is perfect.
Take a cup with some ice in it. Pour it on in. Could use a smaller glass for this one.
That's
all
right.
Okay. We'll have to double it up for you next time. And then just top with a little bit of ginger beer.
Yum. Ginger beer makes everything better.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
And for our second mocktail that we're going to make our blueberry lemonade. It's a delicious, tangy, refreshing way to recover after a day on the hill. Couldn't be easier to make. Just take that cocktail shaker filled with ice, 1 packet of Amari Recovery.
This is really good, and the ginger beer in it,
Delicious.
amazing. Also, just the flavor of everything Amari is so good.
We worked very hard to make sure this would mix well.
With everything.
A variety of beverages. Then again, just shake it well.
And this is a great mocktail for everyone that just needs to maybe relax and recover. So if people are looking to buy your product, where can they get their hands on it?
Oh, you can find us at Pepe Sports, the Village Market at Edwards, Beaver Creek Market, and Christie Sports all over the Vail Valley. Thanks, Maddie.
Thank you, Eric. Make sure that you check out all these fabulous locations to get your hands on the Amari products to make sure that you can keep going day in and day out up on the slopes.
Good morning, Vail.
Moe's Original Barbecue, located all over the United States, but specifically in Eagle and Lions Head Village, offers up the best original Alabama-style barbecue. Smoked, pulled pork, turkey, chicken, and ribs slathered with our homemade sauce. Try our sides of marinated slaw, mac and cheese, potato salad, or banana pudding. Dine in or haul it home. Moe's Original Barbecue. We look forward to serving you.
Welcome to Skipper and Scout, a place for modern kids to celebrate everything cool about being a kid. You will find us at the crossroads of fun and function, of worldly and Colorado, and of sugar and spice and everything nice. Come by and see us next to the Austria House and across from the Vail Village parking garage. Our store is filled with the latest fashions and all of your holiday needs this season.
Hi, I'm Lori Barnes, Director of Vail Public Library, and I am thrilled to tell you that this year's One Book, One Valley 2022 title has been officially announced. The title is Tallgrass by Colorado author Sandra Dallas. Sandra is also a New York Times best-selling author. This title is something that men and women of all ages throughout the county will want to pick up and read. It's part thriller, part historical novel. For more information, go to onebookonevalley.com.
Good morning, Vail.
It's a gorgeous morning out here. I'm waiting for that sunrise to really take place, to see that sun come up and over the mountain. It's going to be an absolute gorgeous day today to get out there and enjoy any skiing and riding. And if you are making your way up to Beaver Creek Mountain, unfortunately in the last 48 hours, neither Beaver Creek nor Vail had any new snowfall, but Beaver Creek has a nice season total of snowfall and a good base depth right now. If you are making your way up to enjoy any of the runs up there, it is so good. I skied there both Saturday and Sunday this week, and I had a blast. The new McCoy Park opening and train expansion is absolutely incredible. And then as we make our way over to Vail, you can see that they received no real new snowfall in the last 48 hours either, but they've got such great terrain open. The legendary back bowls have now officially opened, so you can get out there and enjoy those. Whether you want to ski Teacup Bowl or Blue Sky Basin, the options are endless. Vail also has a really nice snow base right now, so if you're getting out there to enjoy either, it's a perfect time of year to do so. But maybe you need some new gear, or maybe you need something to help you get out there. Well, Sun and Ski Sports is who's bringing you this resort report this morning, and they've got everything you need to ski or ride, whether you just need some new mittens, which I just had to buy new mittens, so if you need some new mittens, maybe you need your gear tuned. This is so important that you remember to tune your gear very frequently, only because those bases are so important to take such good care of, so make sure that you stop by Sun and Ski Sports to get everything you need to be prepared for the mountain. We want to thank them for bringing you this resort report this morning. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got Claire Noble joining us on the couch from the Vail Symposium.
Good morning, Vail.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
Love what you see on TV8 Vail? Why not join the team? We're looking for applicants for the following positions: videographers and editors, sales, technical directors, administrative assistant, sports host and reporter, on-air talent. Check out our website at tv8vail.com for more details, or email your resume to Danielle at tv8vail.com. There's more for you on Channel 92. Deerfield Media Vail is an equal opportunity employer.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Good Morning Vail, and One of the things we like to do for all the viewers is enrich and inspire. One of the ways that we do that is with one of my favorite guests, Claire Noble from the Vail Symposium. How are you, Claire?
Good, and we're here maskless. The last few weeks we've had to do these
It's on,
interviews.
it's off, it's on, it's off. We don't know.
I know.
So
it's good to see your whole face.
It's good to see you too. Now, Vail Symposium has been around since, 1971?
Yep, 50 years.
And I love to go on the website, first of all, to see all the programming coming up, because you just don't know what you're getting. It could be cryptocurrency. It could be about the population, which is coming up. There's a lot of neat things coming up. But one of the things that I really never paid attention to is the mission of what the Vail Symposium is. And it's affordable and thought-provoking, diverse programs for all. And I thought that's amazing. And that's exactly what you are. With all the different things that you've got coming up, every time someone watches a program, they go away with a whole different level of education.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. We have several totally different series. We have what we call our Hot Topics series. We have environmental awareness. And that's our program tomorrow night. Next week, we have part of our financial series, which we have a host, Richard Bard, who collaborates with us on those programs. So and geopolitics, that's kind of our bread and butter too. Right. And that's kind of, my bailiwick. I really enjoy that series. So yeah, a very diverse range and affordable. Right now we do a bit of a mix of in-person and webinars, and all of our webinars are free. Our in-person programs, $25, and they've been $25 for years. And now we're recording everything. So you can always go to our website if you miss a program or you hear about one that you want to check out. It's going to be free.
There's no excuse for not getting the programming now because it's recorded. So
exactly.
Viewers, there's no excuse.
So little divergence here. I brought a little show and tell. And these are Nanaimo bars. Have you ever heard of Nanaimo bars?
I have not.
So Nanaimo is a city in Canada. It's on Vancouver Island, named for the Native American tribe that had lived in that area. And this is like, I don't want to say it's the national Canadian dessert, but it's a big deal dessert
Pretty
in
much
Canada.
A big deal up there.
And I actually think it would be a great summer dessert because it's a refrigerator bar. You don't actually cook it. And it's layers. The bottom layer is mostly graham cracker. The middle layer is a buttercream, and the top layer is a chocolate. And the only thing this has to do with anything we're talking about is that our speaker tomorrow night is Canadian.
Okay.
Dr. Darryl Bricker had worked with the Canadian Prime Minister, is now the president of Ipsos Marketing. Ipsos is one of the world's leading marketing research firms, and he is also the author of a book called Empty Planet. And kind of the title for tomorrow night's program was Malthus Wrong.
Right.
And, the thing about Malthus is he lived more than 200 years ago. So the fact that we continued to quote this guy for a really long time, who was really a wonderful man, but his vision was limited based on where he sat, which was 200 years ago, right at the dawn of the industrial era. And at that time, I think we have a graphic, if you guys could pull it up, the whole world was in stage 1 of the demographic transition. And during that period, populations are actually really low,
right?
But the birth and the death rates are both really high. Both are high. And then as we go into, for the most part, let's say North America and Europe, into the 1900s, into the 19th century, what you start to see is the death rate starts to drop. And why is that? Agricultural methods got better. Right. Medicine started to get better. We started to clean water. We started to build sewage systems so you didn't have cesspools. So all of these things caused the death rate to start to drop. But that birth rate remained really high. So what happened was a big dramatic increase in the population. So this graphic was actually developed in 1929 by an American, Warren Thompson, and it only went to 4 stages. Stage 4 is kind of the Goldilocks stage. That's when population has sort of leveled out and there's a balance between the number of births and the number of deaths. And that's where they thought we would
We
get.
were going to head.
But now they've added a stage 5 because many countries have started to move into the stage 5, which is declining population.
Wow.
So you have countries like Italy, like Japan, and really lots of countries are no longer at replacement rate. So the United States is no longer at replacement rate for births.
Right. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, and you can see the graphic on the screen now, about how the population is going down. Not the population's maintaining the same, yet the birth rate's down because of migration. So there's more
Exactly.
individuals coming into the United States, and that kind of has that false sense of everything is the same, but it's really not. The only reason our population is maintaining is because of migration, but the birth rate is definitely down.
Yeah, so North America is actually an outlier for that very reason. That's a great point. Canada and the United States encourage immigration. And if you think about it, it's sort of this self-fulfilling feedback loop. Because we're a diverse society, I think people from other parts of the world feel comfortable coming here. On the other hand, a country like Japan has never really encouraged immigration.
Right.
Their population hasn't budged in more than 25 years, and so it's going to start declining. Well, because it's a relatively homogeneous population, I just don't think it's attractive for people of different races to go to such a homogeneous country that's never encouraged immigration. I mean, you could come to America and blend in.
Right.
If you're not Japanese, it would be hard to blend in. And I'm not picking on Japan, that's true for a lot of homogeneous societies that were traditionally not immigration societies.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Now we see what's going on, and the effects of that is what we'll probably learn about tomorrow.
That's what we're going to discuss tomorrow night. There's a line that Daryl Brickers has in his book. He said, population decline isn't a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's a big thing.
Right.
Certainly, if you're, say on the conservation side, you think fewer humans, that's probably good news for the planet, but it will have other ramifications. When you have fewer people entering the workforce, what happens to your social safety net if you don't have those workers working and paying income tax and payroll tax into things like Social Security and Medicare, especially if you have this ballooning elderly population?
Right, the financial infrastructure cannot maintain based on that. And it's neat in our little area, the Vail Valley. I know housing is always a big topic. And one of the things that we were talking about a few years ago is how the workforce that moved here when Vail and Beaver Creek got started, they're all retiring, but they're not moving away. And so we still have the same amount of people using the resources in the valley and occupying the homes, but they're not feeding that workforce, which we're trying to get in, and there's no place to live. So it's one of those kind of a catch-22 perpetual issues that we're having to deal with.
And actually, according to Bloomberg.com, it's not going to go away anytime soon. Right. And that's because when you have a desirable location, there will still be pressures on housing. And actually, the United States population is not projected to decline through the rest of this century. We're expected to hit close to 400 million by the end of this century. Now, these models could be wrong. Right now, so if you read Daryl Brickers' book, he takes issue with the UN models. The UN has a low model, a medium model, and a high model, and they think the medium model is the most likely, which puts the world population at about 11 billion by the end of this century. Bricker and many other researchers are saying we'll never see 11 billion. The Vail Symposium had a program just 2 years ago on how we were going to feed 10 billion by 2050. These guys say we'll never even see 10 billion.
Wow. Well, and it's one of those things, the different variables that are going to come into play with birth rate, whether like COVID, I don't know the birth rate through COVID, if that's increased or not. That's interesting to look at to see.
No, it tanked.
Or if we go into a recession, how that's going to deal with the birth. I mean, it's just all these different variables, and those models are just so fun to watch.
The recession of 2008, the birth rate took a hit there. It's slightly, and I'm talking just in the United States, there was a slight bump up around 2015, but then it started going back down again, and the pandemic, there was no pandemic baby boom. There was a pandemic pet boom, but there was no baby boom. And the thing is, once you start heading down, it's like a cycle that it's hard to spiral back up out of. So we're in a downward spiral in terms of population. And the other thing is, a lot of people are putting off having kids. They're waiting longer because they're waiting to get settled in their careers. Maybe they have student loan debts to pay off. Maybe they, because the student loan debts, haven't been able to buy a house, so they don't really feel like they have the space for kids. And we hosted Dr. Shauna Swan back in October, and you can go on our website and see her program on the fact that we've got declining sperm counts and declining testosterone on top of all of these economic pressures and social pressures.
Right, and we talked about that before on why that's happening with medications, but there's so much to cover. And Claire, it's always wonderful to have you in because it's exciting. Tomorrow is going to be a great series. I can't wait to watch it, and I can't wait to have you back on to talk about more.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap's nectar hives, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Moe's Original Barbecue, located all over the United States, but specifically in Eagle and Lions Head Village, offers up the best original Alabama-style barbecue. Smoked, pulled pork, turkey, chicken, and ribs slathered with our homemade sauce. Try our sides of marinated slaw, mac and cheese, potato salad, or banana pudding. Dine in or haul it home. Moe's Original Barbecue. We look forward to serving you.
Welcome to Skipper and Scout, a place for modern kids to celebrate everything cool about being a kid. You will find us at the crossroads of fun and function, of worldly and Colorado, and of sugar and spice and everything nice. Come by and see us next to the Austria House and across from the Vail Village parking garage. Our store is filled with the latest fashions and all of your holiday needs this season.
Good morning, Vail.
It's a beautiful day here in the Vail Valley, and we're really excited to continue to see this sunshine make its way towards us. We will see some cloud coverage later throughout the course of today, but first thing this morning, those temperatures definitely a little bit chillier. 14 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 37, sunny to partly cloudy throughout the course of today. As we take a look at that Vail by the hour, you can see that we will expect that cloud coverage to slowly make its way in. Sunshine first thing this morning, mostly sunny around that 12 o'clock hour, and then partly cloudy by 4 p.m., and then that cloud coverage continuing in to this evening. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, you can see that increased cloud coming in more so. 14 degrees is the low, and then that wind chill throughout the course of today. So if you are getting out there to ski or ride, just make sure that you're bundled up appropriately. It's always easier to shed those layers than to try and regain that warmth. And then make sure that you're putting your sunscreen on throughout the course of today. Even though the cloud coverage is out, that UV index will be a little bit higher with that cloud coverage kind of dispersing it. Temperatures down in Denver are definitely warmer, 60 degrees, a little bit of cloud coverage, 37 in Vail, 39 in Avon, and then 39 in Eagle. So both out to the east and to the west of us, those temperatures are just slightly warmer, but definitely warmer in Denver. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, a high of 35. Partly cloudy on Wednesday, and then mostly sunny again on Thursday before we see some precipitation come our way on Friday. A 40% chance of snowfall, and then partly cloudy on Saturday. If you are getting out there this weekend to do anything fun, well, we definitely recommend checking out the Winter Culinary Weekend up in Beaver Creek, because it is one of the best events that takes place all winter long. Great food, great drinks, and a great atmosphere to get your weekend started right. You can go to beavercreek.com/events for tickets and more information. Now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Lori Barnes, Director of Vail Public Library, and I am thrilled to tell you that this year's One Book, One Valley 2022 title has been officially announced. The title is Tallgrass by Colorado author Sandra Dallas. Sandra is also a New York Times best-selling author. This title is something that men and women of all ages throughout the county will want to pick up and read. It's part thriller, part historical novel. For more information, go to onebookonevalley.com.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
When injury knocks you down, we help you get back up. Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.
We live in one of the most active sports communities in the country, and we strive to find better ways to provide the finest medical care for our patients, from weekend warriors to World Cup skiers.
Our specialists are among the most experienced doctors in sports medicine and orthopedic surgery.
We help serve the prestigious U.S. ski team.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active. It's what we do.
Good morning, Vail.
There's always such a good, diverse program that takes place, and one of the things that always intrigues me is wrestling, because you know what?
I know you love wrestling. You love wrestling. And there's a fairly new series, a wrestling group that's AEW. AEW Dynamite is the name of it. And it's going to be coming on TBS soon. And a lot of elite wrestlers. They've got Cody and Brandy Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, the Hangman Adam Page, Chris Jericho, and my favorite, Jon Moxley. He's an animal, an absolute animal in the ring.
You know, I'm always intrigued by wrestling, but I actually don't know anything about it, and this is why I'm glad I have you around to teach me.
You just need to watch it. It gets you all pumped up. It's very exciting.
That's what gets me pumped up.
Yeah.
Rah, rah.
So AEW, the elite wrestlers.
We had a chance at one of our sister stations to sit down and chat with one of their new stars, and so we're going to take a look at what he had to say about AEW wrestling.
Dynamite.
Wednesday's #1 wrestling show is moving to TBS, AEW Dynamite. Today I'm catching up with AEW's Tony Khan. Tony, thank you so much for being here today. How are you?
I am tremendous. How are you?
I'm excited to be meeting you and talking with you today on Park City Television. You're the CEO, GM, and head of creative of AEW. And today we're talking all things wrestling with AEW Dynamite's move to TBS. So tell me more about that and what's next in 2022 for AEW.
Well, it's huge for AEW to have our show now, Wednesday Night Dynamite, every week on TBS, and to have also Friday Night Rampage every night on TNT, every Friday night on TNT. So having, two great networks, two great shows, it's awesome. And Wednesday Night Dynamite, 2 hours of great wrestling now on TBS, which has a great tradition of pro wrestling. To bring pro wrestling back to TBS is so special for us, but also it's so great to have this Friday night late night presence we have on TNT. So it's the best of both worlds. We got the best young wrestlers, the best young audience, the youngest audience in pro wrestling. 41 million people around the world watched AEW last year. So in 2022, we want to keep building our audience and having more great matches and bringing in more great wrestlers and continuing to make this the best and most competitive roster in wrestling.
So I believe it's fair to say that this will bring these wrestlers an even larger platform and more exposure.
Absolutely.
Tell me more
Absolutely.
about this diverse roster of wrestlers that you'll be highlighting in 2022.
Well, we've got tonight the TBS Championship. Of course, we'll crown the first ever TBS champion on the first Dynamite on TBS. So we've got Jade Cargill, the Rookie of the Year in pro wrestling, taking on Ruby Soho. Of course, have the most exciting young world champion in wrestling, Hangman Page, taking on arguably the greatest in-ring pro wrestler of all time, Bryan Danielson. And that will be a great match. It's a rematch of a 60-minute draw they had recently, but there's not going to be any dispute to how this one goes because we've got judges at ringside to score the fight. And the World Tag Team Championships on the line, the Lucha Brothers defending against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. There's so much great stuff happening around AEW right now. It's a great time to be a fan of pro wrestling, especially if you check out AEW Wednesdays on TBS and Fridays on TNT. Every week, you're guaranteed great matches.
And Tony, you're involved in so many different sports, different aspects of sporting events. One such as you are the co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tell me what got you into AEW and what got you interested in this.
Well, I founded AEW because I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, and I saw that in the space, pro wrestling fans were ready to see wrestling come back. People wanted wrestling on TNT and TBS again. They've had a great history of wrestling, and there were so many great wrestlers around the world that were free agents. So I signed up a crop of wrestlers, some top stars who'd been competing in Japan, but they were Americans and Canadians wrestling in Japan, and also brought in from the beginning Chris Jericho, who's one of the biggest names, the best announcing team with Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur, all great announcers. Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone, the legendary voices of pro wrestling. And then now, after we started up and had so much success, we've built up and have so many of the biggest names in pro wrestling, names like Sting and Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Mark Henry, Ruby Soho, and Thunder Rosa signed as free agents this year. So we have the best action in the ring, and I think we have the best interviews, promos, announcing, and most importantly, the best fans every week.
It seems to be growing exponentially in fans. More and more people are getting aware, exposed to AEW, and really loving it.
Absolutely. We have, great success in terms of building an audience. We have great live audiences since we went back on the road for touring. And I think delivering on our promises, we promise great wrestling matches and getting to see stuff that the fans will enjoy every week. And there's a lot of wrestling fans around the world. So a lot of them had been in hibernation, and we brought them back into the habit of watching wrestling every Wednesday on TBS now and every Friday on TNT.
And what is it about AEW? There's so many aspects that people love, but if you could point to one thing that fans just really enjoy and it keeps bringing them back over and over again, what would it be?
I think it's the wrestling. People love the matches, the setup of an exciting match, an exciting story. We have that. And thanks to the great fans that are so loyal to us, because we have great audiences every week, I'm able to put together cards, put matches on the card, and find opportunities to really bring them great matches, great wrestlers wrestling great wrestlers every single week. So I think that's probably the number one thing the fans count on AEW for on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Well, AEW Dynamite premieres Wednesday, January 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. Thank you so much, Tony Khan, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you and looking forward to watching even more AEW on TBS. So thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, Vail.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Love what you see on TV8 Vail? Why not join the team? We're looking for applicants for the following positions: videographers and editors, sales, technical directors, administrative assistant, sports host and reporter, on-air talent. Check out our website at tv8vail.com for more details, or email your resume to Danielle@tv8vail.com. There's more for you on Channel 92. Deerfield Media Vail is an equal opportunity employer.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Feed your future. City Market is now hiring. We're fresh for everyone, and that means being there for everyone. Join our fresh team and fill your plate with perks like next day pay, flexible scheduling, tuition reimbursement, competitive wages and benefits, plus discounts on all of our brands and programs, and resources to support your health, mind, and body. Please join our team. Apply today and feed your future. Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap's nectar hives, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, and thank you for tuning in. We love all of our viewers that tune in, and we know that there's going to be a lot of traffic out there today on that I-70 corridor following the MLK weekend. So as you're out there on those roads, just be careful. Maddie gave you the weather report, talked about the temperature variations as it warms up during the day. That creates a little bit of snow runoff, but then those temperatures are dipping down so low that it causes some of those secondary roads and even out on the interstate to freeze up. So just slow down out there and please be careful. If you're traveling out there, you can look at coloradocodot.gov to get a travel plan, but you've got to look out when you're going east with that sun glare, especially if you're rounding the corner going up that Floyd Hill area. That sun glare gets very extreme, and the Department of Transportation and the state troopers all get together every morning, they look at that glare and occasionally shut down 70 at that point, reroute people down on Highway 6 so you can get back into Denver safely. So just take your time, be cautious of that, and you can go to codot.gov and get the latest information, latest weather, travel tips, everything you need if you're traveling across the I-70 corridor or through Colorado. They'll give it to you on that website. That's it. Be careful out there. Go to codot.gov for those travel tips and coloradotrip.org, and that will give you some safe travel tips as you go through this holiday weekend. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
extraordinary. We're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Love what you see on TV8 Vail? Why not join the team? We're looking for applicants for the following positions: videographers and editors, sales, technical directors, administrative assistant, sports host and reporter, on-air talent. Check out our website at tv8vail.com for more details, or email your resume to Danielle@tv8vail.com. There's more for you on Channel 92. Deerfield Media Vail is an equal opportunity employer.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Feed your future. City Market is now hiring. We're fresh for everyone, and that means being there for everyone. Join our fresh team and fill your plate with perks like next day pay, flexible scheduling, tuition reimbursement, competitive wages and benefits, plus discounts on all of our brands and programs, and resources to support your health, mind, and body. Please join our team. Apply today and feed your future. Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap's nectar hives, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
It goes by so quickly every morning.
Every morning.
I'm like, I blink and the show is over, and I'm so sad because this is my favorite part of the day.
It is. We had, Claire, again, I cannot wait for tomorrow's series that's going to be happening for Vail Symposium. A lot of great information coming from there. If you get a chance, go on the website and check out everything they've got. And like Claire pointed out, if you miss something, if you see something, they record it now so you can go back on it and see it again.
Yeah, all you have to do to participate in any one of their fabulous webinars is go to vailsymposium.org and just register to be a participant in it. And some of them, they even do really cool panel discussions at the end where you can ask the questions that were stimulated in your brain during the lecture, which is always really cool.
Yeah, and as she pointed out, some are in person while some are just virtual still. So just pay attention to that when you go on and register, and either way, it's going to be some amazing content, and you'll feel very enriched once you leave.
Yeah, there's a plethora of activities taking place around the Valley right now. We've got so much happening in Beaver Creek, Winter Culinary Weekend.
It's my favorite. It is literally their signature event. They do some amazing things up in Beaver Creek, but the Winter Culinary is absolutely incredible. I got tickets to 2 events. So I'm going to Alpine and Antlers and then Allie's Cabin.
If you are up there and you're participating, make sure that you find Kevin and you say hello, because we love to see those smiling faces in person. And thank you so much for spending your morning with us. You bring the coffee, we bring the fun. There's more for you on Channel 92, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So make sure that you tune in for the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, everyone. Get out there and soak up that sunshine, as we've got just a little bit of it left throughout the course of today before that cloud coverage makes its way in.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Coming up right now, incoming, an unlucky tourist finds out the hard way why you do not stand in the way of the